Welcome back to the Explainer. So today, we're setting the stage for your Unit 3 Lesson 7 Dialogue Mini Project. Whether you're a 7th grader gearing up for this exact assignment, or honestly just curious about how language education builds real-world fluency, you're in the right place. We're going to look at exactly how all the pieces of this educational puzzle fit together so you can absolutely crush this mini project.
But to get us started, I want you to ask yourself a question. How does language learning actually connect culture, identity, and community? Just think about that for a second. This isn't just some hypothetical question, right? It's literally the compass guiding our entire roadmap today. Because when you're learning Chinese, you're not just swapping out English words for Chinese ones. No way. You're stepping into a completely new culture, you're actively shaping your identity as a global citizen, and you're building bridges to new communities. So keep that big question in the back of your mind, because everything we cover today points right back to it.
Okay, let's dive right in and look at our roadmap. First, language, culture, and identity. Second, unlocking the 5 C's. Third, your Unit 3 outcomes. Fourth, the HSK proficiency pathway. And finally, mastering real-world communication.
Starting off with Section 1, Language, Culture, and Identity.
Now you're going to see two major acronyms popping up a lot in your language journey, ACTFL and HSK. ACTFL, that's the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages, represents the U.S. standards for what makes a well-rounded language learner. HSK, on the other hand, is the official standardized Chinese proficiency test that measures your actual ability. Put them together and they create this perfect, comprehensive system to guide your learning and prep you for upcoming projects.
Moving right along to Section 2, Unlocking the 5 C's.
So what are the ACTFL 5 C's? Well, they're communication, cultures, connections, comparisons, and communities. Look, when you're building your Lesson 7 Dialogue Mini Project, you aren't just sitting there drilling grammar. You're engaging in actual communication by sharing ideas in your dialogue. You're exploring cultures to really understand the practices of the Chinese-speaking world. You're making connections to other subjects, drawing comparisons to your own culture, and ultimately linking all of that to broader communities. These 5 C's basically guarantee your mini project is three-dimensional and true to life.
Next up, Section 3, your Unit 3 outcomes.
Let's look at your exact progression for this unit. It's a clear 4-step process. Step 1, identify those ACTFL 5 C's we just talked about. Step 2, compare cultural practices. Step 3 is your specific transfer task, using language for real-world tasks. And this is exactly where your dialogue mini project comes into play. It's about applying what you know to actually get things done. And finally, Step 4, reflect on intercultural communication. That step takes you from simply doing the work to really thinking about how it shapes your everyday interactions.
Which brings us to Section 4, the HSK Proficiency Pathway.
This pathway is huge. It spans from grade 7 all the way through grade 12. Your public school courses range from Chinese I to V, and they actually integrate HSK prep right along the way, targeting HSK levels 3 through 6. So what does this mean? It means as a 7th grader, you aren't just taking some quick introductory class. You're stepping onto a multi-year escalator that's totally designed to take you to incredibly high levels of fluency by the time you graduate.
Let's break those levels down a bit and really notice how the depth of communication builds over time. At level 1, you're handling simple communication for basic, daily life scenes. Then, by level 2, that expands to basic communication across life, study, and work scenarios. When you hit level 3, the standard bumps up to effective communication, and by level 4, you're straight up engaging in complete and coherent exchanges. It's this beautiful, steady, deliberate buildup.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive shift in focus as we move up to levels 5 through 9. We basically leave simple daily life in the rearview mirror. Level 5 demands accurate and appropriate communication for work and academics. Levels 6 and 7 push you into this rich, standard, and fluent territory. And that scales all the way up to levels 8 and 9, which require incredibly precise, in-depth communication for advanced professional and academic settings. Essentially, this system is giving you the tools to build a lifelong career. And this brilliantly illustrates your massive growth potential. Just look at the contrast. You're starting out at Chinese I, doing simple daily life exchanges. But your ultimate destination? That's Chinese 6, where your communication becomes rich, fluent, and highly precise for complex academic and professional settings. Sure, it takes time, but that transformation from a total novice to a fluent professional communicator is fully, clearly mapped out for you.
Okay, final stretch. Section 5, mastering real-world communication. The core mandate of this entire HSK syllabus is, quote, assessing the ability to use Chinese for communication in life, study, and work, end quote. I want to emphasize one absolutely crucial word there, use. The end goal of your upcoming Dialogue Mini project is not just to help you pass a test, not at all. It's to equip you to actually live, study, and work using the Chinese language. The whole shebang is entirely focused on real-world capability.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final big-picture thought. With the 5 C's acting as your compass guiding your learning methods and the HSK levels serving as your map to fluency, how will this language pathway shape your community connections? You've got the tools, you have the roadmap, and now, well, it's time to put it all into practice with your Lesson 7 mini project. Thank you so much for joining me today as we mapped out this journey. I'll see you on the next explainer.